If you were selling your house, would you let the buyer tell you how much it is worth? Of course not. Well, if you let the insurance company tell you how much your personal injury case is worth, you're basically doing the same thing. Hello, I'm Douglas Dykes. You don't have to accept what the insurance companies offer. Your case may be worth more. Call me, Douglas Dykes, at Cypher & Dykes Law Offices in Panama City at 785-3400 to discuss your case today. Hello, I'm Douglas Dykes with Cypher & Dykes Law Offices in Panama City. We represent people who have been injured in automobile accidents. The insurance companies have lawyers, investigators, and adjusters with years of experience. You deserve service from an attorney that can help you against the insurance companies. Write down the name Douglas Dykes and be sure to call me at 785-3400. I'll be on your side. Good morning, my name is Douglas Dykes. I'm an attorney here in Panama City with Cypher & Dykes Law Offices, and I want to talk to you today about something very important, and that is, what is your plan in the event of an automobile accident? And these happen on a regular basis, and the problem is we don't take the time to stop and think about, when it happens to us, what are we going to do? So I want to encourage you today to think about, what am I going to do when this happens to me? And planning is what prevents problems. In life, we know things are going to happen. We know that unfortunately people are going to get sick, so we go out and we buy health insurance. We know that unfortunately we're going to have cars break down, so we go ahead and we get routine maintenance on our cars. Well, in life, we also know that automobile accidents are going to happen. It's just going to happen. It's a fact of life. And I'll start out with some of the power players. Not Doug Dykes, don't listen to me, but think about what some of the people that are a whole lot smarter than me have said. Benjamin Franklin tells us an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. That's what we're here about today, is some knowledge and some planning for you. He also tells us by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Absolutely true, absolutely true. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get a game plan for each and every one of us so that if and when our time comes and we have a car accident, which won't be because we did something wrong, it will be because unfortunately someone else was not paying attention. They were talking on the cell phone, they were looking over off, they were driving like I drive, okay, and a wreck has occurred. Final quote to get us going, Paul Bear Bryant: have a plan, follow the plan, and you'll be surprised how successful you can be. Most people don't have a plan. That's why it's easy to beat most folks. So let's keep going this morning. Before you're in the car accident, you need a plan. There's some things you need to do. Can't wait until after it happens and then say, okay, I'm going to go fix it now. You got to do a couple things ahead of time. What you have to do ahead of time is go ahead and realize that unfortunately the other party, their plan does not include paying your bills, and their plan does not include paying your medical bills. Okay? That's not on their agenda, so you need to go ahead and realize that and take those steps up front. The number one thing I want you to do is review your auto insurance policy. I brought mine today. I'm going to pass it around. If you need some help reviewing yours, I'll be glad to speak with you. Paula Harris with Paula Harris Insurance will be glad to help you with that. Basically, there's a coverage called UIM coverage. It stands for uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. If you don't have it, you need it. If you don't have it, you need it. If you don't have it, you need it. That's how serious I am about this. Always buy it. Always make it stackable. And if you want to know more about automobile insurance, just go to our website. I've got a book on the Ultimate Consumer Guide to Automobile Insurance that's there for you. It's got great information. We don't have time to go into all the details today. But on the UM coverage, that's the first thing you got to do to get your plan in order. First thing you got to do. I'm going to pass around, I brought today my own UM policy, or my own automobile insurance policy. And I also brought with you what the Florida legislature says about this type of coverage. I think it's very significant. It says, whenever you don't buy it, you have to sign something that reads as follows. You are electing not to purchase certain valuable coverage which protects you and your family, or you are purchasing uninsured motorist limits less than your bodily injury liability limits when you sign this form. Please read carefully. That's our warning, folks. They're telling us, stop and get this coverage. They're urging us, they're encouraging us. This comes from Florida Statute 627.727. Now, one of the things that I want you to do when you call your insurance agent, if they say, well, you know, that's not really that important, and some people, if you've got health insurance, you don't need it, and if you've got this, you don't need it, you tell them, no, ma'am, Doug Dykes in the Florida legislature said, I need to buy this coverage, and I'm going to go ahead and buy it. So I'm going to pass that around for you to take a look at it. There's something on the second side of the flap we're going to talk about here in just a second as we get ready to close. Life tip, when you buy that insurance, always buy it like you're going to use it. Always buy it like you're going to use it. Don't buy it just to get a tag and just to get title insurance for your car so you can drive. Buy it like you might need it, you know. Next thing, planning ahead prevents problems and financial losses. Don't plan on the person who hits you to take care of your problem. When you can't get to work, that's going to be your problem, not their problem. When your car is in the shop for 3 weeks, that's your problem. When you have medical bills, that's your problem. Don't plan on the insurance company to take care of your problems. Okay? This is about you and individual responsibility and you taking the steps now to make sure that you are protected, and so is your family. We just heard a great presentation about the need for planning for college. Go ahead and start planning now. If you'll take the steps and do the right thing whenever your child, your grandchild is 18 years old, college is in the bank. It's paid for, it's done. But you got to start, you got to get a plan. As we just mentioned, the car crash is your problem. Okay, it may have been caused by someone else, but now it's your problem. So we've already got step one in the bank. We bought uninsured motorist coverage. And my policy is passing around 35 cents a day is what I pay for $250,000 of uninsured motorist coverage. 35 cents a day. Is my family and my career worth 35 cents a day? Is your family and your career worth 35 cents a day? Absolutely, positively. The insurance company, do they have a plan? Absolutely, they have a plan. It's not a bad plan. It's a good plan. Here's their plan. Collect premiums and minimize losses. Hey, no, it's not bad. You know, they're going to do something else. They want to increase the difference between the two. They want more in the middle. Okay? And they want to do the realization this is not a bad plan. It's not a bad plan. We all work hard every day. We want to keep more of what we earn. That's just good common sense. Okay? Don't blame the insurance company. They are simply using a smart business plan. A smart business plan. Today is your opportunity to go ahead and get a plan in order for yourself and for your family so that you've got everything in order. If and when the day comes, you're prepared. Businesses need documentation, okay? And they want solid reasons to spend money. Every business is like that. Insurance companies are like businesses. They want to know why. They want documentation. They want good reasons. What we go ahead and do with this plan we're fixing to get ready to unfold for you is go ahead and realize that up front and make sure that we have our plan in place. Your plan starts today and it starts right now. Your insurance policy, what you see passing around is called a declarations page, and that's where you see the uninsured motorist coverage, okay? You got to make sure you have that, because without that, you're taking a big chance that the other driver took the time to buy the adequate kind of coverage to take care of you and your family. Under Florida law, the other driver is not required to carry something called bodily injury liability coverage. That's the coverage that comes in and helps you in the event you have a broken arm and you can't work for 3 months. That's the coverage that helps you in the event that your child was going to be a model, now they've got a scar on their face, they're not going to go be a model anymore. Bodily injury coverage is what helps you, and the Florida legislature at this point doesn't require the average motorist to carry it. So the way you protect yourself is buying all the UM coverage you can. In the event of an accident, make sure the police are called and the report is filed. There's so much critical information that's obtained on the scene by the authorities that you're going to need in the event you're going to take the steps necessary to really protect yourself and your family. Seek medical treatment if you're injured. It sounds simple, but you need to go ahead and take that step and get checked out. You need to take that step and get checked out. If you got further questions, by all means, call me. I'm happy to answer them. Just because you call me, that doesn't mean I'm your lawyer. Just because you call me, that doesn't mean that I've got to handle everything for you. It just means I'm there to help you because I want you to have a plan. I want you to have a good plan, a plan that works. Along with calling me, don't give a taped statement to the insurance company. Don't do it. Okay? Wait and talk with an attorney that's on your side first and figure out what the insurance company's plan is and then try to help yourself. Go ask any criminal defense attorney you know and say, what is one of the #1 things that happens to people that causes them more problems after something bad goes wrong than anything else. And they will tell you the simple Miranda rules. You have the right to remain silent. They blow that rule, and those statements stay with them from then on, and they haunt them and they haunt them. Unfortunately, your taped statement can haunt you after an auto accident. Don't give one until you know what the questions are going to be and you've had time to think about what your answer should be. The next thing is just some simple photographs. Pictures worth 1,000 words still holds true. Your injuries, the vehicles, the scene, and then finally there's another book for you called The Ultimate Consumer Guide to Personal Injury Cases, also available on our website, CypherDykes.com. Start reading that. Get that knowledge. Get that knowledge. So here's your plan summarized. 5 points. Your policy, the police, the physician, the phone, and photos. The policy, the police, the physician, the phone, and the photos. And what you can do by doing that is you've got a plan, you're ready to go. So in the event this comes into your life, because it's going to come in a millisecond. You weren't going to be expecting it, and it's going to rock your world, unfortunately. So what you can do is go ahead and take those steps today to be prepared. I want to mention one thing as I close. Also passing around the folder is something that deals with windstorm mitigation. And windstorm mitigation really has nothing to do with my practice area. Nothing at all. But in Florida, the legislature passed a law that said you're entitled to windstorm credits in the event your house gets inspected by the proper person, and those credits in essence mean money in your pocket. Okay? Well, you get that knowledge and you say, that's wonderful. The knowledge you have today, you say, that's wonderful. But until you take action on that knowledge, it's not going to help you at all. The article that's passed around about windstorm credits was something that came into me, and I sat there and I put it on the shelf and I didn't do anything about it, and I came back to it and my mom said, hey, I got this in the paper and I did this and it really helped me out a lot. And I said, well, if it's good enough for Mama, it's good enough for me. So you'll see in the folder that's being passed around that I finally took action, and yesterday I got 2 checks in the mail. One for $477 and one for $17. And it made my day. But it's because I took action. Because I took action. And that's what I encourage you to do today, is to take action, put your future in safety, not in jeopardy, by having a simple plan. Your policy, the police, the physician, the phone, the photos. And I'm Douglas Dykes with Cypher Dykes Law Offices, and if you need me, I'm just a phone call away. Thank you very much. Knowledge is a powerful thing. Hello, I'm attorney Douglas Dykes with Cypher Dykes Law Offices in Panama City, and I've written an easy-to-read book that explains Florida automobile insurance to help all Floridians. There is no such thing as full coverage automobile insurance, and in 2005, there were over 268,000 crashes in Florida. You and your family need to be protected. Call me at 785-3400 or visit CypherDykes.com for your free book today.